Legislative session coming to a close this week. During the 45-day session, there's been a lot of talk about water conservation and the Great Salt Lake. And recently, the Great Salt Lake Strike Team handing over a policy assessment to lawmakers to help them better understand the lake's dire need for intervention.
ABC4's Northern Utah correspondent Kate Garner reporting from Logan today with what this assessment recommendation, what that assessment recommends our lawmakers do.
The general message: the time to act is now. Now, the strike team does not advocate for specific policy positions, but rather lends technical expertise and evidence-based assessments with our lawmakers. This session, even advising lawmakers to take 6 steps to improve the lake's health.
We have an opportunity to avoid real disaster, so now's the time to act.
Brian Steed is the executive director for Utah State University's Institute for Land, Water, and Air, which is one of a handful of organizations and dozens of researchers that make up the strike team.
We can see that there's a lot of problems on the lake right now, that we are in historically bad times.
He says it's not all doom and gloom.
A lot of what we're seeing right now is caused by human behavior, and human behavior can change.
The strike team recommends the state take 6 steps. 1, leverage wet years, meaning take advantage of excess runoff from snowpack by allowing it to make it to the lake. 2, set a lake elevation range goal. There was a bill to do this, but it failed. 3, invest in conservation by increasing flows into the lake or decreasing water withdrawals from sources. 4, invest in water monitoring and modeling by doubling current investments in water measuring and forecasting programs. 5, develop a long-term resource plan for the watershed. The Department of Natural Resources is currently working on this. And 6, request an in-depth analysis and policy options. The strike team could have this done by fall to give lawmakers time to work on proposals for the 2024 legislative session.
In no way would I suggest holding off on conservation. We know conservation has to be part of the solution, and maybe all of the solution. That would be great if we could solve it by conservation alone.
Like Steed, Senator Mitt Romney has hope for the lake, but he worries if the state doesn't work fast enough, the federal government could step in, and it could cost billions of dollars. Steed says it will take some money, but the solution could be homegrown.
Agricultural optimization, that's investing in technologies on existing farms to make sure that they can change different practices on those farms. They can get the same level of production with a substantial reduction in water use. And that's really key, I think, because it makes it a win-win for both agriculture and conservation.
Steed tells me there's always room for improvement, but that he's highly encouraged by the fact that lawmakers are talking about investing nearly $200 million into the agriculture sector to help farmers and ranchers use water more efficiently. Reporting in Logan, Kate Garner, ABC4 News.